So sorry everyone, I'm a little bit sick recently, and so my voice a little bit sucks, so please bear with me. And by the way, please bear with this very weird haircut. So whatever, let's back to today. We're talking about the Galaxy smartphone versus the iPhone. So Galaxy is the flagship smartphone series of the Samsung and iPhones, obviously the Apple. So the Galaxy usually have two series, which is the S series, usually a launch in the spring of every year, and the Note series, usually a launch at fall of every year. So Samsung usually announce two flagship smartphones every year, and for Apple, they only announce once in the September every year for the new iPhone. And I want to make a comparison on is it better to pick the Samsung Galaxy series smartphone or is it better to pick the iPhone? So I want to start from the first thing, which is the design. So iPhones usually in the past usually did a pretty great job on the design until the iPhone 6. The iPhone 6 is the worst designed smartphone I have ever seen for a very long time. And give me a second. So here's a book I bought. It's Apple's book. It's called Designed by Apples in California. And they basically showcase all the greatest Apple products here from the latest iPhone to the latest MacBook to pretty much you can see here's the cool iPhone 3GS. Am I right? Yeah, this is the original iPhone. The iPhone launched in 2007. And I look at all these, you see how gorgeous it is? The Apple usually did an amazing job. See how beautiful the iPhone 4 is? It's stunning. And I've been looking through all the pages and I was amazed by the Apple design. And see how beautiful your MacBook is, the iMac is. Even the iPhone 5C, it's not a bad design at all. It's a colorful, great design. I actually love the design of iPhone 5C and I own it before. So I love it. So almost every product is like amazingly beautiful. Until I see the design of the iPhone 6. This is probably the worst design I've ever seen in any smartphone industrial. Well, that is an exaggeration, but it's definitely the worst design in this book, for sure. This is the Apple's worst design. First, just tell me that two very weird antenna lines. It's just so ridiculously ugly. So I don't like the design of the iPhone 6, and obviously I don't like the design of iPhone 6s because it is similar. iPhone 7, it's some sort of improvement. It's as not ugly as the iPhone 6 and 6s, and with the addition of the black and jet black, it looks pretty good, but it's not like really amazing. But if you took a look at the Samsung, they really did a huge improvement. They really put a lot of innovations and focusing on the design of their smartphone. And I think the Galaxy S7 is an S7 Edge. It's just redefine how a smartphone design could be. The Edge display is super awesome. It's like really making that design like smooth, beautiful, and amazing. And their black glass front and black back, it's really stunning. So I would say, and if you see the new S8 or the S8 Plus and the full infinite display, it's just awesome. Although it's not a fair comparison for comparing the iPhone 7 versus the Galaxy S8, because the Galaxy S8 announced 6 to 7 months later than the iPhone 7. But even if you're comparing the Galaxy Note 7 or the Samsung S7 versus the iPhone 7, I would say the Samsung is kind of surpassing the Apple on the design part. So for the Apple Johnny Ive, I think your team needs to work hard on the design. Because the current design is not, it's just okay. It's just a good design. It's not like super awesome, super great. While Samsung is starting to push the boundaries forward and surpassing Apple on the design part. So for the design part, I would say the Samsung is definitely taking the lead right now. So next, I want to talk about the performance between the Galaxy series and the iPhone. The performance is, I would say that the Galaxy S7 and S8 both have really solid performance, great CPU and GPU from Snapdragon and their own CPU chipset. And the iPhone definitely have its own Apple-designed A10 or A9 processor, and I would say on the performance part, the Apple is definitely taking the lead. The Apple's like chip and all these hardware team is on fire, I think. The past few years, the iPhone is always the fastest smartphone in the world, all the time. If you see a lot of speed tests on YouTube or see other YouTubers doing review, they usually, it's very obvious that Apple is taking the lead all the time from opening apps, switching the app, RAM management. The Apple's done an amazing job on the hardware part. So I would say, if you consider the performance, the Samsung's good, but the iPhone is obviously better because you consider that Apple designed your own iOS system, designed your own phone, designed your own chip, so they know their phone pretty well. So they know how to optimize things well, they know how to make things right. Well, Samsung is using the Android system, so I would say the Apple is definitely taking lead on the hardware part, which is the performance part. And if you see at other hardware, for example, the camera, I would say both of these two phones have really great cameras. The iPhone 7 Plus have like dual camera setup, and the Galaxy S8 and S7 has extremely fast dual pixel camera with extremely fast focus time. So I would say that their camera both are very good, taking sharp, good image. The iPhone 7 Plus is slightly better, and so camera part is not a big deal because all the flagship smartphone, the camera image quality are pretty much similar, very close. It definitely depends on everyone's taste, definitely depends on how everyone view the pictures. So I would say they are pretty much at the same level with each other. And yeah, that is kind of the hardware part. I would say that Apple is slightly better than Samsung on the hardware part, but it's not like a huge step back. It's not like a whole lot better. It's just a slightly better on the performance part. So the next thing is definitely the software. There's no question that iOS is still the best software I have ever seen. So I would say that Apple did a much amazing job on this part than the Samsung. Samsung usually has the ugly UI user interface that I don't like it. They try to like change the Android and to their own style. They try to change their Android system to the Samsung style and try to make it different than Android, pure Android. I mean the stock Android version. They try to make it more personalized, more different. And I don't like these kind of different or special because it's not making it good. It's actually making it bad. I really want a Samsung smartphone with the stock pure Android system, while not your own UI, because your UI is just ugly. It's just bad. And the optimization between the Android system and your smartphone hardware, the optimization is not good. Sometimes it's stuck, and if you use a phone for like over a year, over 2 years, the phone eventually gets slower. And these kind of situations will usually not occurred on the iPhone. The iPhone is having a great optimization between the hardware and software. The iOS 10 is still running on iPhone 6, iPhone 5s, these kind of 2 years or 3 years old devices. And your experience is pretty smooth. All the app switching and RAM management are amazing on the iPhone. So it's pretty good. I wouldn't say as really beautiful, but the design of their UI is pretty amazing. And so I would say the software part, the Apple is definitely taking the lead. It's definitely a whole lot better. It's much better than the UI of the Samsung. So for the software part, the iPhone wins. So the last thing is about some special features. So I think the Galaxy S8 did a great job on this part. These kind of features that include like fast charging, wireless charging, probably the water resistant part, probably the water and dust resistant ratings, these kind of special features. And first, the Samsung do have the first fast charging and wireless charging. The wireless charging is not really a huge necessary for majority of people. It's not like a necessity, but it's somewhat important for some people's, like, because it's so easy. You don't have to like find a charger. You just put it there and you just put your phone on it and it charges automatically. That looks like a very smooth process. And as you see, the Galaxy Note 7 and the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus starting to apply to the USB-C standard, and the Apple still stuck with your Lightning standard. I'm asking Apple, please, 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 starting to adapt it to the USB-C standard on your next generation iPhone, which is the iPhone 8, because all your MacBook Pro right now are pretty much USB-C standard, so there's no reason that you're still putting a Lightning port on your smartphone, change it to USB-C. Well, you see, Samsung's already changed that, so I think Samsung takes the lead on this part. And of course, you see the fast charging, the Apple, I don't even want to say their charging speed, it's just really, really slow. Like for iPhone 7 Plus, I have to charge it for like 3 hours to get it fully charged. And for the Samsung smartphone, I can get it fully charged under 2 hours, so that is kind of a lead. And obviously, I think my current smartphone, which is the OnePlus 3T, has the most amazing charging time ever. It's like super fast with this dash charging technology. I was like amazed and shocked about this charging speed. It's ridiculously fast. And if you see the IP rating, like the iPhone 7 has the IP67, the Galaxy S8 has an IP68, and the S7 also has a 68. It's not like IP68 and IP67, there's not like a huge difference between two of these, but higher is better. I mean, so that is not a problem. If you see some special features like the Galaxy S8 starting adopting the Bluetooth 5.0 technologies, well, okay, I wouldn't say it's a fair comparison because the iPhone hasn't come up yet, so I'm pretty sure that iPhone 8 will also adapt it to the Bluetooth 5.0, so that is not a fair comparison. So yeah, for these kind of special features, I would say that Samsung is still taking a lead. It's not a lot, but usually can experience some cool new features usually on the Samsung first right now, I think. So overall, if you consider 4 parts together, I'm not a really expert on this, so I'm just saying that overall, the Samsung did a great part on the design part, on the features, on these kind of special features, while the Apple did a solid job on the hardware and the software. So I would say, in my opinion, the Apple is still taking the lead. The iPhone is still taking the lead. While the Galaxy series is just a little bit behind. It's not like a lot behind. It's almost the same. They are almost equally good. But I would say the iPhone series is still slightly above because of its great software and its amazing hardware. So if you want me to recommend you a smartphone right now, I would still say probably the iPhone. I would still say get an iPhone 7 instead of getting a Galaxy S8. So yeah, that is a short, easy, not so professional review between this Galaxy series smartphone versus the iPhone. Hope you guys like it. And I hope every one of you have an amazing Easter holiday. And tomorrow, I have to back to school and get to work. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye everyone.